The man uses his roar to cover his next move, planting both feet against the crossbar and ripping the hook out with all his strength. The soldiers outside hear the commotion inside, but none of them dare to open the door and check, giving Jack the chance to break free, and he immediately pulls out the knife hidden in his thigh. At last, the soldier outside gathers the courage to open the carriage door and slowly walks toward Jack lying on the floor. Suddenly, another soldier hears a gunshot coming from inside, and then everything goes completely silent. 10 seconds later, there is another knock on the door. Panicking, he opens the viewing slot, and the emotionless face of his companion appears. He quickly opens the iron door to let his companion out, but the scene before him leaves him completely stunned and overwhelmed by fear. He chooses to jump off the train to escape. Next comes Jack's time for revenge. At this moment, the officer inside the carriage is enjoying a victory banquet, unaware that Jack is already approaching slowly with a pickaxe in his hands. A soldier who gets up to use the restroom takes just one extra glance and ends up with the pickaxe shoved straight into his mouth. Another unlucky soldier is spotted by Jack the moment he opens his eyes, and before he can even react, he is stabbed to death with a dagger. Suddenly, the train jolts violently, and the bottle in a soldier's hand falls to the floor. The floor is covered with broken glass, and Jack grits his teeth and steps across it despite the pain. However, the soldier on the lower bunk quickly notices blood on his face. Sensing danger, Jack immediately lies down on top of the shards. The loud noise wakes the soldiers one after another. Jack rushes out of the carriage and uses the pickaxe to jam the door shut. But reaching the officer's carriage is far from easy, as armed soldiers block the way ahead. Jack simply climbs onto the roof of the train and slowly moves forward. Unexpectedly, the very next second he is struck down by a steel pipe along the tracks. The violent impact quickly draws the soldiers' attention, and they immediately open fire. The officer, who has been enjoying fine wine, finally hears the disturbance. Unfortunately, by the time he realizes what's happening, it's already too late. Hundreds of soldiers have been taken out by Tom, and the metal carriages have been riddled with bullet holes like sieves. Seeing this, the officer releases the coupling to save his own life. When Jack makes it outside, he finds that the enemy has already gone far away. At that moment, he lifts the tarp covering an object, and a bold idea instantly forms in his mind. With tremendous thrust, Jack uses the booster to propel the carriage forward, chasing after them at 120 kilometers per hour.